Alright, let's look at the homework 3.10, problem number 10. Alright, so let's look at this problem. Alright, it says that the one side of a triangle is known to be 12 centimeters. Alright, so I'm gonna just say, so opposite is 12. Alright, and then angle opposite from that would be 30, so this is given to be 30 degrees. And with a possible error of plus or minus 1 degree. So delta theta or d theta is equal to plus or minus 1. Right? So we want to relate hypotenuse and the opposite. So we can do probably sine, right? So it's a sine of theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, right? So if you solve for h, you're gonna get h is equal to, right, opposite over sine of theta. Opposite is given to be 12, and reciprocal sine is cosecant of theta. All right. So if you're looking for the area of the hypotenuse, so it's going to be, we're looking for delta h, right, which can be approximated by dh, right? So dh can be found simply, just take the derivative of this, which is going to be 12. Let's say a derivative of cosecant is negative cosecant of theta times cotangent of theta, all right, then times d theta, right? So let's plug in the value. So you have negative 12, right, and the cosine of not cosine, sorry, cosecant of 30 degrees and the cotangent of 30 degrees times plus or minus 1. So that's d theta. All right, and we have, let's see, negative 12 times, all right, cosecant, let's see, cosecant is too hard, so I'm gonna do a sine. Sine of 30 degrees is 1/2, so it's reciprocal, so it's times 2. All right, and the cotangent of 30 degrees is 1 over square root of 3. So cotangent would be just the square root of 3. Then you multiply by plus or minus 1. Right? So this is going to be plus or minus. Alright, so we have to get this value. So we want round it to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to pull up a GeoGebra. Alright. So you have 12 times 2, so I'm going to go ahead and 24 times square root of 3, right? So we have that, right? So this is going to be 41. Actually, I have to be a little bit careful. So d theta is going to be plus or minus 1. But when you do this d theta, we have to turn it into radians. So what we do is this is actually 24, so plus minus 24 square root of 3. All right, so this is in radians. So 1 degree is, let's see, if you want to turn this into radians, right, pi is 180, so you multiply by pi over 180. So it's going to be pi over 180 is going to be actually the corresponding radians. So let's go ahead and compute that. So we're going to do a 24 square root of 3. Right, then multiply by pi, divide by 180. Right, so let's get that. So it came out to be 0.73. So this is about plus minus 0.73. Right, so let's type it in. So this came out to be 0.73 0.73, right? So we have that. And then what is the percentage error? So percentage error is just this divided by H. So it's H is going to be, right, H is 12 cosecant of 30 degrees, right? So this was 12 times, what was it? It's 2, so 2, so it's 24, right? So what we can do is we can take the answer, which was B, and 0.73 divide by 24. Alright, so this is, it came out to be 0.03, let's see, round to the nearest integer. So the percentage going to be 3. So this is going to be, so this is about 0.03. So this is a relative error. Multiply by 100, that will give you 3. So this is going to be 3. Alright, let's check the answer. Alright, it came back, and looks like we got these guys correctly. Alright, the only thing you have to be a little bit careful is that when you do d theta, theta has to be in radians. So this is going to be plus or minus pi over 180 radians. Alright, then you can compute that. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.